Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back once. We're here today to get into our next album that we have in our album list, and this is TWICE's Page 2. So yeah, a while back, I think it was like 2 years ago basically, I listened to their first album, their EP, and then I believe it was last year, like end of 2024, I believe. I got into their Japanese album called, now I'm struggling, I'm sorry. But I got into one of their Japanese albums last year, and that was really fun. And now we're here to dive into their continuation, so their second ever EP. This is Page 2. We're going to be getting into all the songs today. Of course, I have already listened to Cheer Up, which is the title. You know, classic song, very much, everybody knows that song. We're still going to be watching a performance of it because it's fun, but I have already heard it, of course, and I've already reacted to it as well on the channel, so make sure you check that out if you want to. It was in my early days of YouTube, and I didn't even have a microphone yet, so be prepared and be warned. But we're going to be getting into the rest of the songs, obviously, as well. We're going to be watching Precious Love, Touchdown, Tuk Tok, Woohoo, and My Headphones On. So yeah, I know that these are like, you know, I think they have changed the titles of these songs since they were released, because when I looked at lyric videos, I was like, why can I not find one for all of these, like, these songs? But then I found ones that I think are correct, and that I checked, and they are correct indeed. So it's going to be a little bit weird when I talk about it, but just letting you know, that's the order that I'm going in. I'm going in chronological order, so if you're like, what is this title? It's because seemingly it probably has changed, I think. And yeah, so I'm going to be going into a cheer up performance from last year's fan meeting, because I thought that would be fun to do something newer for Home Around, I think it's called, Home Round. And then we're going to be getting into the rest of them with lyric videos. I'm debating maybe, because Touchdown has a lot of listens on Spotify, maybe I'll do a performance of that as well. I'm going to clue you in on that. But we're going to be listening to, these are what the lyric videos are called, all from Rexo Lyrics, I think. Yes. No, one is not from, but most of them are. So we have Precious Love, Touchdown, Ready to Talk, Woohoo, and Headphone. That's what they're called in the lyric videos. So that is what we have to listen to today. We're going to be getting to all of them, and then at the end, like I usually do, we're going to be doing a final review, a rating of this album from 1 to 5 stars. So that is how we're going to do it. But anyway, I'm excited. I hope you guys feel the same. So let's dive into their second ever mini. This is Page 2. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright, lovelies, let's go into this, and we're starting off with our first video. We have the Cheer Up 2024 TWICE fan meeting performance. So, I'm excited. I really enjoy this song. I mean, I think if you don't, you are the epitome of sadness, you know? Like, who doesn't love a little joy and whimsy in their life? So, I'm very excited to watch this. It's been a while, so let's get into it. So we're going to do this in pretty regular style. I also decided to, because I believe that's probably the like promoted B-side of this album, we're going to be doing for Touchdown, I'm going to be doing a performance from their debut showcase, because I thought that'd be nice, you know, fan meeting from last year, debut showcase, you know, for the album, you know, I guess a comeback showcase. But anyway, I'm excited, so let's dive right in and get into this. Also, the new UI has hit, and I don't know how to feel about it, but it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to knock it, but I think no, okay, it's good. Let's dive right in. Hi, girls! Have you seen from this year's fan meeting, too? So cute. Okay, Fitz. Girl. It's gonna be such a difference when I'm watching the lyric videos with the old pictures on it. Like, who are these girls? You know what I mean? Or like, who are those girls? Because these are the girls I'm used to. Victoria's Secret. Oh my god, the fan chants! Of course. I'm obsessed with that skirt. Hi, boo! That's my baby right there. Come on. The fact they've been relevant for 10 years is incredible. Ooh, she got bangs! Right? I think I haven't seen it enough to be like, oh yeah, because usually she doesn't have bangs. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yes, I was talking about it. It's amazing that they've been relevant for 10 years. Because, like, most groups, the usual contract in K-pop is 7 years, right? And most groups do either fall short of that, or they go to the 7-year mark, and then a lot of them have either so that the group disbands or that members leave, perhaps. The fact that they're all still here, and also that they all renew their contract and are still famous, most people could never, you know? Like, it's incredible. The choreographies used to be so different. I get it though, it's been 9 years. Shy, 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 baby. Every time she comes up on screen, like, that's my mother, Jill. Like, wow. I do really like this part in particular. They really did play around a lot with formations back in the day, and they still do, of course, somewhat. But I really like that aspect of older K-pop, is how, like, they'd really use almost like scene tricks in order for your eyes and you to still be, like, entertained. Because, like, the way that they're moving and, like, going in and out and, like, the shuffling, it is really, really cool. And that too. I love. Cute. The difference between watching this and then seeing the clips from the Victoria's Secret performance, like, that, the shock is shocking, you know what I mean? Like, because you guys know, you are aware, I am very much a sapphic person. I don't really know how I feel with the term pansexual anymore. I'm still figuring things out, you know. I think you figure things out, especially since I'm only 21. Like, 21 is very young. And so I have time to figure things out. But I'm just saying the difference, the turn between this and what I've been seeing all weekend, you know? Well, thank you. I will cheer up now, even though I was already. I've been having a great time, even though I've been very, very busy with a lot of things. Like yesterday, I did a full, I think I checked, I did a full 10 hours of writing yesterday for one of my papers. And don't recommend that, but it worked out for me. So I'm feeling good. I'm just like, there's been a lot of things going on, but thank you. I will keep that in mind as I go along with my day. But that was Cheer Up, Baby. Now we're gonna move on to the new songs. So we're gonna start off with Precious Love. That sucks that I can't see the titles anymore. But we have Precious Love to dive into first. So okay, it wasn't that like shocking, but it's still like, you know, like they still look different, I would say. But yeah, I'm excited to dive in and check out some B-sides because it's been a while. When I got into Dive, that's right. Sorry, in the intro, and I know some people already commented about it. Dive. When I listened to Dive, the Japanese album, it was a while ago, so I'm excited to dive into some more B-sides. And also, I forgot to say this as well. I need to make a clarification. I made this album list, but I forgot to check my recommended albums, and so I was originally supposed to get into This Is 4. So I will correct myself, and as soon as we can get into Twice again, to make it fair, I'll get into This Is 4, and I'll remember that. But I was originally supposed to do that, but I forgot to check. Sorry. But this is still going to be fun, of course. So let's get right into it. Sorry about that long rant. Let's get right into it and see what we have first. These lyric videos are like a relic, you know?
I'm so sorry. Please come back.
Oh my god. I'm not ready. Ooh. Is this Chaeyoung? I guess. Maybe their voices have just changed so much over the years that I like fully am like, is that really her? Same thing here with Jonghyun right now. I'm just like, is this her? There might be issues with these lyric videos, of course, but yeah. Ooh. This is very 2016. And I don't mind. I do know Jiho's voice though. All the noises are so fun. Damn. Why is this kind of sad? Like, I would have had no clue. If I didn't read these lyrics, I would have had no clue how, like, because this feels so bubbly, and then you're just, like, reading lyrics about how they're like, sorry that things ended up being this way, like, I should have taken this into account, I should have been more, like, cautious about your feelings, and you're just listening to it being like, da-da-da-da, you know? That's the duality that we love. You know? Ah, okay. Bam, ba-dum, ba-dum. I love the electronicness of this. Ooh. I don't know what to call the instrument, so I just called it like the afterlife synth. It might be a synth, but I'm not entirely sure. But the afterlife kind of like that is. I know that exists in many songs before and after it's existed. Okay, I get that, but it's like the one thing that I can immediately point to because like I've listened to it so many times. It's one of my favorite IVE songs. Anyway, wasn't expecting that to come in, but I like it. It's adding this more like K-drama vibe almost, like OST. Oh, key change. Ooh. They're like, please, let's get back together again. Like, why is this so party? Hey, Ryan rap. I love this era of K-pop rap so much though, because these days I feel like it's a lot more similar to like Western rap and like that, like, you know, the original style, but this time it was like, oh right, rap is a thing. We gotta include rap in our songs. You know, we gotta have some rappers in the group. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that they're good. Like, they are good, but it's like a little bit of like that. Yo, da 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 da. You know, like it's got more of like, because it has these. The song has these kind of beats. It creates a very unique style, which was like so present in the time.
Come back.
Ooh. Cool. Yeah, this is the cover photo for the album. I feel like for me they look different. Maybe these are pictures afterwards, because I think like this almost feels to me like fancier or something. No, I think like kind of likey era almost. But I don't think that was too far away from this either. Yeah. Precious Love. So I enjoyed that, definitely. I thought it sounded very nice. The instruments are very like glittery, and you know, I feel like this was written by a blue glitter pen because like the song itself, like the sound of it didn't necessarily sound that sad, but then you read the lyrics and you're like, it's not really sad, I guess, but it's just like, you know, it's from somebody who had a relationship that was going great. Like they had a strong bond, and like there was just like there was love there. And then I guess something happened, maybe a misunderstanding, some type of thing happened, and they were like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. And then they realized afterwards, being like, damn, you know, either it's like I realized that like it's not that big of a deal, or just I can't go through my life now without you. Like that would be weird. Maybe it's some sort of feeling like that. So, you know, they're like, please come back now. I've realized how precious our love is, and I need you back in my life, you know? So it's like, it's glittery and it's fun, but it's also like, yeah, there's, the lyrics themselves are not happy, you would say. Even though I guess, like, to me, as somebody who isn't really, like, that romantically invested, like, I've talked about this multiple times. I've only had one relationship, and it lasted a month. You know, I'm not really romantically interested, and I don't think I will be in the near future. So, unless I meet somebody who sweeps me off my feet, perhaps. But right now, it's just not my priority. I wanna educate myself, and I wanna do YouTube and have fun, you know? Like, that's majorly what I'm here for. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. So let's move on to the next song that we have, which is, let me remember, Touchdown, I think is next. Correct? Let me just see how well, yeah, we are next with Touchdown. So this is the only one that isn't from the previous creator, and I think it's because, I don't know, I just couldn't find it or something like that, or they just didn't make one for this specific song, something like that. But we're going to dive right in, and then we're going to be watching, like I said, the debut comeback showcase performance of this, so I'm going to keep it pretty brief because we're going to be listening to it again. So let's get right into it. Okay. Okay, girls. What a vibe. Ooh. It feels like I've entered, like, I think maybe because it is sports inspired, it's just giving me immediately, like, I'm watching High School Musical right now, and I'm watching that specific one, Get Your Head in the Game, that is about sports. Is it just me I'm getting those, like, feels right now? Because, like, it's almost like, it sounds a little bit like you're dribbling, you know? Just a tiny bit. Ooh. Okay. Touchdown! Hey! Yeah, this is such a musical song. So real. I can just see the performance in front of me right now. Hey! I was not expecting such I was not expecting such a groove, but I'm also not opposed to it at all, you know? Like, I'm just like, okay, get into it.
Let's go, let's go.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that added vocal. That's really nice. We're back. This is such, like, theater kid musical, like, band vibes, and it's making me go crazy a little bit. Like, representation, you know? I love in the song, though, they're just like, you know what you want. Like, I know you can't resist what I'm about to, like, you keep just, like, you're trying to distance yourself from me. You're trying to, like, you know, avoid whatever we got going on here. It's not gonna work, buddy. Like, you can think about it. You can think that all you want, but in reality, I got you in my grips, and you're not gonna get away. Okay, confident girls, get into it. We appreciate it. You get it, girl. Damn, what a build up. Ooh. Whoa. Girls. Okay. All right, let me get myself seated. Let me get myself seated to talk about this. One of my favorites. Yeah, I think one of my favorite B-sides that I've ever heard from them. Like, if you don't count in, like, that... Oh my god, now I'm going to have to do some searching again because I'm so bad with song titles. But that song from their... Talk... Is this from Talk That Talk? Is it from that album? I think so? Between 1 and 2. Yeah, that album has the song... Brave? Right? No. It's Gone. Gone. And then also from the Scientist album, there is the solo or the unit song called Hello? Yep. Those are my two favorite B-sides that I've ever heard from Twice. And I think this is about to join because what in the, like I said, theater kid, marching band shit is this? You know what I mean? Like, it was so high energy and so, like, out there and confident with what it was saying. And also just, like, fun. Like, that saxophone, I believe, added so much to it that I didn't think. It was like, it elevated to a huge level, and I was like, Zion. You know what I mean? I think my headphones are not loud enough, but I think I have them full. Yeah, I have them full on, so I don't get why that is. But freaking sick. Like, the energy of it was fantastic, and they were going for it with that touchdown. Like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. So, that was Touchdown. We're going to watch it one more time with the performance, like I mentioned. Now, hopefully, this is not going to get blocked. If it does, I'm going to be editing around this in the best way that I can. But just letting you know that, like, it's a potential that it might not want to be seen. So, we're going to get into this, and I think it's going to be fun to, like I said, we're going to get that contrast between their 9th fan meeting there and then this. So, let's dive right in. Get into it, girls. Woo! Hi! Oh! We got people in the crowd, too. Right, camera in the crowd. Oh my god, I see the ponytails. The pigtails. Hiya, hiya! Oh my gosh! Okay, we're looking cute. Oh, we're going full, like, cheerleader here. I mean, it makes sense. Woo! quality. Woo! This could be a great cheer song. The uniforms and the multiple members of Pigtails is getting me. Hey! Hold on, are they counting with their hands there? And I just didn't notice. That is so subtle. I almost couldn't notice it. They like 5, 4, 3 or something like that is what they did. What? Hey, feels almost like this is too high quality and my computer is suffering, but she can make it. This era of hairstyles, though. This is a proper workout. You see, like, it's subtle, but it's effective. Hey! Oh my goodness. Hair choreography. Get it, girl. And pose. Gosh, their silhouettes. Girls. Especially, I think that's Sana in the middle, and like, she's like an unreal person. I don't believe that Sana exists. Here's my theory of the day. Sana is not a real person. Because I just don't want to believe it. Because then I'm just like, what have I been doing? What is wrong with me? If she looks like that, then like, who am I? A garbage rat? You know? She's beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. I just want to know, anyone who was there, are you still a fan? And I'm not expecting you to be watching this video. That'd be crazy. But like, I wonder what it feels like to have been there the whole time. You know? Because with some groups, I have been there the whole time. But then it's been like, oh yeah, it's mostly been groups from like 2020 onward who had debuted then. Like some I've been like pre-debut, I knew about them. Others it took me like a year to 2 years, something like that. Twice I started listening to like early in the journey. Like I listened to some of their songs like in 2017 till 2020, like that early era. but not much. So I'm just like, how would it feel like to have been there the whole time? Like, I wouldn't have known, because I kind of picked it up when Scientist was released. I think is when I was like, really, okay, it's time to dive in. And so it's been 3-4 years, but you know, it's still been a little bit casual. But with the amount of stuff that I react to, it's kind of hard to fall into groups. Some of them I have, but a lot of times it's also been like, yeah, it's difficult. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. They just seemed like they were enjoy the performance. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch. So now we're gonna continue, and now we're gonna dig into. I believe we have 3 more songs to go. I believe. I think so. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think that sounds right. So we're gonna move into what we have next. This is called "Ready to Talk," or I think it was "Tuk in the. Let's pull up the album list real quick so I can get this correctly. No, we're not listening to Hello, even though the song is a freaking banger. Let me just page 2. Let me pull this up just so I get this correct. Tuk, yes. Tuktok. So that is what it's called on Spotify currently. Let's get into it. Oh. Ooh. We getting a little mellow? Okay. The saxophone is back. Ooh. Yeah, true. Ooh. Okay. Okay, first of all, we got that groove. But the confidence is back. And I appreciate that. I do. Like, speak your shit, girls. You know? Everybody knows you're beautiful and talented. And so why not say it? Woo! Hey! Hell yeah. I love that line though. It's really fun. Already an UA reference? Second release, they're already making a reference. I mean, go ahead. 우아하게. Hey. 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 What is that like? It was almost like my brain was like, "Oh my god, do you have like a migraine coming in? Like, do you have something going on where you're getting like a ringing in your ears?" But then now I'm like, no, that's not happening. But that is definitely like, I enjoy the song, but it's already kind of getting to me. I'm just like, ooh, that is a little of the wrong pitch. But again, maybe it's because I don't know why. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I think maybe I should just do this. There we go. It's a little bit better. Just turn down a little bit. You guys can still see me. So. Hey. Yeah, it's a little bit. Hey. Ooh!
No, really.
Okay, girl! Okay! Boo, boo, boo. So they're being like, took, then a talk. So it's supposed to be like, there's, like, people want to get into me, but, like, I'm cold-hearted. I'm cool and cold-hearted, you know? Your advances are making nothing, like, your advances are not affecting me. I'm just chill like a penguin in Antarctica, you know? Like, that's the vibe it's giving me anyway. You think your flirting is affecting me? Nah. Hey. Good. Girls, that was so unfair. Oh. And then it's just over. I mean, I talked about it. I think Gio just has a personal vendetta against me, and she wants to make sure that I don't have a good experience. Because she's like, wouldn't that be funny if I just tortured Hannah personally? Wouldn't that be really funny? It's not funny. I'm not having a good time. No, just kidding. I'm enjoying it a lot. But still, I'm just like, girl, please spare me. Yeah, I did enjoy the song. I definitely do think that little beeping sound, whatever, definitely did strike a chord, and not a good one, where, like I said, I was fully convinced for a second. I was like, am I getting a headache and getting, like, because I don't often get migraines. Sometimes I do if I'm, like, really tired and I have, like, been sleeping really terribly and I haven't eaten and stuff like that. If that has been my case, then usually I can have it. But usually I'm pretty good at knowing my own needs, you know? But I was like, am I getting it right now in front of camera? That would be really shitty, because that sometimes that's kind of what happens, is I get ringing ears. So that's not the greatest, you know? Maybe if I listened to it without, like, headphones blasting in my ears, it would be a bit different. But yeah, that's something that takes it down a notch a little bit. But I like the groove of it, especially Gio was really feeling, like, the lyrics here. She just went like, this is good. You know, like, she was studying that, like, soulful singing. I just know it. Like, she took classes beforehand just to get into the mood. And then also that last part where they had, like, the little tiny runs. I was not expecting, but I really liked it because it fit into the song really well. Just like the feels were being felt, and I enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay. Cool, girls. Again, you don't have to be like that. I'm ready. You know, it's fine, right? I'm not this way, you know. Like we can keep this casual if you want. I love that. I'm just like they're being like, I'm not affected by this. Then I'm just like, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So let's dive into our next song. We have Woohoo, which I think still had the same title. It still was called the same on Spotify, I believe. Yes, Woohoo. I just keep thinking about that. Oh god, that's a very niche thing, but there's like an ad that I constantly get of people using this like singing app, and it's like, shout woohoo in your loudest voice, and they're always just like, woohoo. So that's where my head is at right now. So we're gonna see if that's what the song is like, but I'm excited. So let's go into our next B-side. Dive into some water.
Welcome to my world, welcome to my world. Hey, hey, break it down now. Hey, hey,
okay.
Here we go now.
Touchdown vibes. What is going on? Uh-huh.
오른쪽으로 쫓아가고픈데 주위는 시끌시끌 소란스럽지 모르지
This is like if you try to make like a rap hip hop, like a hip hop like a hip hop inspired beat, but also added a gaming soundtrack into it at the same time. I am very thrown off the loop right now. I'm not having a bad time, but I'm just like, what is happening?
다시 두고두고 나를 설레지 다시 돌아봐 우후 나만 보면 눈에 띄나봐 우후 나만 보면
Whoa.
쿵쿵 이제 불을 더 머리에 퉁퉁 타올라 까만 비굴 나쁘지만 않은 사람
I don't know what to feel. I'm not having a bad time, but
보고 있어도 보고 싶어 자꾸 내 생각이 날 거야 It feels good Come to my world, welcome to my world 머리부터 발끝까지 모두 perfect 10점 만점 중에 10점도 부족해 누구라도 나를 보면 하는 고백
sorry if I have my jaw open the entire time because I'm just like, what is happening? Like, it feels like I'm on that, like in Mario games, I'm in that like that classic, like the sounds that are present in like a Mario level that is in the desert, you know? Like that is what I feel like I'm hearing right now, and it's cool, but I'm also just like, I don't know. I feel like this is a little like too off even for me, you know? And I like weird stuff.
만점 중에 10점도 부족해 누구라도 나를 보면 하는 고백 I just wanna love you 여기저기 나를 찾는 소리 들려 점점 길어지는 줄은 끝이 없어 Hurry,
Again.
hurry, hurry, maybe,
Whoa.
maybe if you wanna get me 오른쪽으로 쫓아가고픈데 주위는 시끌시끌
And that sound is back then.
모르지 않은 척하는데 다시 두고두고 나를 설레지 다시 돌아봐 우후 나만 보면 눈에 띄나봐 우후 나만 보면 가슴이 쿵쿵 이제 불을 더 머리에 퉁퉁 타올라 까만 비굴 나쁘지만 않은 사랑받는 기분 나를 보고 있어도 보고 싶어 자꾸 내 생각이 날 거야 It feels good 난 그때만의 sweet love 그때만의 sweet dream 날 보면 볼수록 내가 좋아질걸
What a change up. What a change up. I'm just thrown out of the loop right now. Woo. What is that sound? Burudu, burudu. I'm just doing confused dancing. Okay. Oh, whoops. That was not for now, but I guess we're obviously going to dive into it later, so it's whatever. Whoa, okay, first of all, I need to get myself in order a little bit. So, I can tell you right now, this is probably not going to be on the songs I like list, because I feel like even though their voices were incredible, okay, don't get me wrong, like, I feel like most of the time in music, when I'm listening to stuff, like, most of the time, I don't have to comment on it, because it's such a universal thing that, like, everybody, because K-pop is such a polished and such a well-produced industry, that most of the time I don't have to comment on being like, oh, they sound really nice, because that usually is the thing. But I think with this instrumental, I think it's just too, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel cohesive. and it also isn't too like it's both not really cohesive and also not really experimental enough, if that makes sense, you know? Because I think even when you're going experimental, I think you still have to go for some cohesion of things, like, are supposed to, in some ways at least, work together. Even though it might not be the most conventional way, I think it's still, like, things have to work. And so, for me, the different parts of this just didn't really, like, fold into each other well. You know, I feel like I just didn't get... I didn't get what I wanted, and I also was just like, I was very thrown out of the loop again. As you can saw, I was just, my eyebrows were furrowed, and I was just like, you know, what is going on here? I was still digging along, and like I said, I don't actively dislike this song because there's like, I don't think there's any songs that I actively dislike. It's just like if the artists are bad people, I just don't listen to it, you know? But I'm just like, I don't really feel like I get this, and that's okay. You know, sometimes you aren't meant to get things. Sometimes things are not for you, but I didn't vibe with it personally, you know, because I was just like, what is happening? You know, my brain felt like I was out on a walk, and I didn't know how to handle it really well. But yeah, still very interesting though, and of course, like I mentioned, they did a nice job with it, so I can't really complain. But yeah, that was woohoo. Now we're gonna move into the last song, which is Headphones, or I think it's like on Spotify it was like My Headphones Are On or something. My Headphones On. So that is the last song that we have for today. We kind of swooped through this very quickly, but I guess that's what you have when you have like only 5 new songs, I guess. But also, I don't know. I'm trying to be more efficient in a way that I can still talk about my feelings, but also I'm not spending an hour and 30 minutes on an album, you know? I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient. But let's dive right into this and check out our last song and see what it's going to give us, you know? I do know I played this a lot on Starship. Ooh. This feels reminiscent to me.
어디든 같이 가고 싶다고 해서 너는 내 목소리를 들어야만 놓인다 해서
Okay. Vibes.
헤어지는 상상을 먼저 하진 않았어 좋았으니까 안 그런 척해도 널 좋아해서 차가워진 인사가 사실 조금 아팠어
Ooh.
그랬으니까 눈물이 나는 걸 꼭
Okay.
그빨라도 괜찮아 내 헤드폰 속 나 혼자인 게 어땠어
I feel like I've heard this.
난 또 헤드폰 속
Headphones on.
그빨라도 괜찮아 내 헤드폰 속
Like I said, I've played this on Superstar. That's what it's called. It's not called Starship. Superstar JYP. I have played this on. I play Superstar JYP, but unless I've heard the song before, I always play it on mute. I just like to tap. It's fun. So that's why I play it. But I played this one quite a lot because it's usually like a bonus. But I don't think, have I heard this before? Somewhere, perhaps. I wasn't expecting that because it's like obviously a B-side from 9 years ago, so I wasn't expecting that. Hey. Hey.
며칠 모른 척했어 지났으니까 모른 척했지만 다 알았어 네가 먼저 내 맘을 흔들고 날 떠난 건 나빴으니까 나처럼 너도 좀 슬펐으면
Speak your truth. This is just my anthem, I think. Because they're just like, you know, we had this falling out. I think, yeah, they had this falling out with this person. They're like, we don't, like, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, put on my headphones, and just like enjoy myself. Because like, what am I supposed to do? Just like wallow in self-pity? Like, that's not fun, you know? Just like enjoy yourself. Love that. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Yes, exactly. Hey, girl. Ooh. I love the piano. It's very nostalgic. Whoa, what a build up. Hey. I love that. Hey, hey. No. It just happened once. That little slidey sound. Woo. Whoa. Fun. Spoiler. All right, girls. I like the vibe of that. I really much did. Like I mentioned, it felt very reminiscent, and that might be because I have accidentally spoiled myself before, like I mentioned, or I've heard it somewhere around the web, or just that I'm having a false memory. Many things are possible. But I did enjoy the vibe of this. I feel like that, like, hey, it has this like energy going for it that is really fun. And also, like I said, the lyrics are very fun too. Like, hell yeah, you know, when you're done, when you are being treated like shit and you're just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, put on your headphones and just like think about other things. That's what I like to do. A tip from Hannah, you know, if you're just like, if you're bored, if you're bothered, if you're any type of emotion that you want to hinder, or, you know, you're just, emotions or boredness, just put on your headphones and jam out for a little bit, because that's what I like to do. And also, I recently remembered that I have like my speakers over there, so I've been listening to a lot of music on my speakers as well. I don't know. Only speakers are good. Music is nice. So, yeah. All right. A nice combination here today. Very much like a succinct, I think, like we had a kind of a start from, I'm sorry, I hurt you. I will make sure, I want to get back with you. And then we had some like lovely songs in the middle. And then now we've entered, it's fine to be alone, you know? Like, even though love is nice if you have it, you don't have to have it either to be a happy person. Like, happy people can be in relationships, they can be out of relationships, they can do, you know, they can have no friends, they can have all the friends, they can have whatever the situation, you know what I mean? Like, happiness is not necessarily like you have to do this in order to be happy. Like, most of the time it's just like these things might make you happy, but they also might not be for you, you know? And one of those things is romantic relationships, you know? And also, you're not less worthy as well. I feel like that's something that I experienced a lot growing up, is that because everybody else was like, oh, I have a boyfriend now, I'm just like, I used to be very self-conscious about that, about the fact that like I wasn't like the other kids, but now I'm just like, you know, I'm still having a good life. I'm still doing the things that I wanted to do. I'm doing things that I didn't ever dream of doing, you know, and it's taken me out of my shell a lot, you know. If you'd asked me when I was at my like most, just like what is life. If you told me that I would have 11,000 subscribers on YouTube, that I am in a huge theater project that like I love, I have friends, I have supportive family, I would have been surprised, you know. But things turn out great, even though you might not be the norm, you know. So yeah, anyway, enough of that rant about things, and enough about me rubbing my hands on my pants and causing them to get numb. Does that happen for you too? It's weird. That was the whole page 2 mini EP album. Sorry about that again. Like I mentioned, that this is originally what I was supposed to get into, because like I said, I forgot to check, and that was what was supposed to happen. So just letting you know that. But I'm going to be getting into it hopefully soon enough. I think there's many songs on that one though. There's 14, yeah. So I don't think that would have been even possible, because there's new ones, and there's also units. So that's definitely coming, but it would have been a lot to get into today anyway. But one day, I promise. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be giving you guys my final rating, but thank you so much for watching so far. Check out my other Twice reactions if you haven't done so, including all the album listens, but also music video watches, and I am going to get to their Japanese release soon enough. I promise you guys I will be doing that. So yeah, I think that was it for now. So I'm going to see you guys in just a second for the final rating. So let's go. Alright, lovelies, I am back. I have deliberated, I thought things through, and I'm finally here to give you a final conclusion, a rating of this album. So let's dive right into it. So the page 2 mini from 2016, I believe. I forgot to check this actually. I need to do that. Yes, from 2016. I mentioned it a bunch of times, but still, I forgot to write it down. So the page 2 album from 2016 from Twice got a 4 stars. I think I was pretty clear about that, or sort of, because obviously things might change as I listen to it a second time. You know, sometimes it might just be that I don't really... It's a different thing from listening to on camera and off camera. It feels differently. For me, I think I've just gotten so used to filming that I don't feel that way anymore. But sometimes I do, where I'm like, gosh, what do I think about this? I don't really know. Which is why it's a good thing that I kind of think about it off camera too. But yeah, so all the songs except for, oh god, now I lost it. All the songs except for Woohoo, I really enjoyed. Like I mentioned, it didn't go together in my head, and listening to it a second time, I'm also just like, yeah, I don't really get it. I'm not the target audience, so I just, you know, that's just how I decided. But the other songs, Cheer Up, Precious Love, Touchdown, Tuk Tuk, My Headphones On, I did enjoy. I wrote it in the newer titles, or the newer... yeah, not the older ones. So yeah, I'm gonna read off my little comments to you guys. Love feels like a theme here, but different flavors and styles of it. So a lot of those songs were love songs and love related, and of course that was very common in 2016. But still, you know, sometimes it's different. Yeah, I can feel some growth here in terms of their sound, but I still hear the old here. You know, I feel like I'm hearing, you know, because obviously we just had the first album and then we're here. So it's still not that long in terms of like, you know, just time. It's not been that long between the two, but I still can feel like some of their like sprinkling of, oh yeah, you know, I can hear that we're getting somewhere, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, favorites were Cheer Up, because that song is like a joy every single time. And Touchdown, I really enjoyed. My Headphones On it's also really fun, but I didn't write that down. So yeah, that is what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is for next time. I also wrote that down. So here is my little thingamajig if you want to read it through, because I don't know, I like to be transparent. So that is what I wrote down. So yeah, also it's not October 13th, it's October 23rd. Wrong date. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun with this. I did very much as well. I'm just going to check and make sure that I have the correct album that we're going to get into for next week as well, because I am fairly certain I know, but just want to make sure. Things could have changed, even though they don't that much after the first week. So let me just see and make sure that I have the correct one. Yes, we're going to be getting into Jin's Happy next time, so that is the plan. I hope you guys are excited about that. But anyway, I think that was all I really wanted to say, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think it was fairly, like, I thought when I was finished filming that I didn't take that long to film, but it's just my memory who's making it feel not that way. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching this. So yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and check me out over on Patreon. I do most of my videos early access over there, as well as watch K-dramas and variety content, so check that out if you're curious. Like this video if you like it, and if you have a request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.